posted, I was talking about the writing challenge and everything. And I've been doing it a little bit different than I've done it previously. I have come to accept the fact that my thoughts are very scattered. And so I've been writing things very, very sporadically. And for once, I'm okay with that because normally in the past, I write a lot of fantasy, horror material. I still love writing with like my fantasy and my mystery, suspense, thriller, horror driven material. I'm okay. Just the seasons are definitely changing, so my system is like but I decided that I'm going to attempt to accept the fact that things are going to be as cohesive. I mean, it's definitely going to be around a topic, and this is going to be for example, I'm mainly focusing on my experience with music and BTS in particular. Experiencing how I process music in terms of why it affects me so much. Doing these vlogs and everything, it has helped me collect my thoughts, and also like just overall in general, just I watch a lot of reactors. I have my favorites, and I watch a few kind of like there's a couple that I watch just for literal reactions, like the energy makes me like, I'm like, yeah, I feel that way in terms of like when I listen to stuff, I'm like, holy shit. You know? And then there's some where I'm just like, I feel like it's okay to have a cup of tea and just, like my friends, that I, because as I've said before, I've definitely had like issues with communicating, and I don't want to focus too much on that and try to help. And sometimes when some I feel like I'm talking to the screen and I'm just like, yeah, like exactly. And then I take a little bit of a step further because sometimes when I'm actually corresponding with a creator that I enjoy, they become something else a little bit more than just someone I watch. They become that support, and sometimes when I'm like talking to someone, like a reactor, and they're going through something personal, or they're speaking something about personal, and then later sometimes I send them a message and I'm just gonna be like, I just want to check in to see how you are, and uh, that's just how I am, you know. And people don't understand sometimes. So, like, by the way, I made this for on JK's birthday. Yeah, literally making pucks. And I made this. And I just realized that I wanted to take a break from writing, so I decided that I wanted to paint it a little bit. Anyways, so some people don't understand. Like, I'm a little bit better at writing my words and saying them, which I wrote about in the writing project that I'm working on. But the part what I'm trying to say is, like, people think I'm over exaggerating when I talk about, like, losing my voice, and they're like, you know, and just imagine for a second, just a quick imagination, and it's something that uh, maybe not imagine too much because I don't want to cause that much anxiety in someone, but if you want to understand a little bit more of what I'm saying, then just humor me. So imagine that you are normally okay at communicating something. I've never been the best at it, but imagine, you know, imagine someone's asking you a question about something that you used to be a little bit more okay with responding about. Imagine that. Like, someone is talking about what you're watching together, things that are normally not difficult. I'm not talking about the difficult questions in life, you know. I'm not talking about, like, the questions where you're just like, I don't know if I want to answer, but I'm talking about normal questions that normally don't cause issues, right? And imagine suddenly feeling like inside right here, and then inside in your heart, and everything in your brain, in your thoughts, and not being able to actually respond because of all the and here and here and here, and then having an anxiety attack or closed like right there because you really actually want to be able to respond, but you can't because everything else isn't working. That's the best way I can explain what I mean by not being able to talk. Because when I was growing up, I had difficulty talking. that's something I can write a little bit more about rather than talking about it. And I'm trying now to just write things out and then going ahead and taking that as a guideline and writing it out on a computer. I think that's where I'm going at. And I wasn't really expecting this to turn into a TED Talk. Part of me was just expecting that I was going to sit here and I was going to paint and I was going to have like a conversation about how my writing is going. Well, apparently that's the part of the writing that is going on right now. That's okay. So I have June just like staring at me going, "You can do it, it's okay." But yeah, so I'm just gonna continue painting this. I don't know. So some parts of this is a little bit, but it's okay. Um, anyways, so I hope that I'm just moving forward and trying to understand and not cause too much tension in my creative processing. What I mean by that is normally in situations like this, I would actually be staring at a screen going, why aren't the words coming? And now I'm just like, okay, I am going to take a break, mental break, of either writing or drawing whatever I'm thinking in my head so I can transcribe it later. But no, I'm like, okay. So later I'm gonna see how the progress actually is and try to remember that it's okay and not trying to force it too much. I mean, it is a little bit, because I've always wanted to, be very confident in what I write. Because, like I said before in my last vlog, I used to write a lot, and yeah. So, that is it for now, and I will post again to give you another update. Thank you. And bye bye. Bye.